And what we're going to talk about now is the ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips considering changes to the conference's title format, the way that you get to the championship game, potential mini tournaments, so semifinal games that could be played 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, to then get to what would be the best team from your conference after playing this playoff style. He also threw out another potential format where the number 1 regular season champion would get a bye, and then the 2 and 3 teams would play it out to then get the right to play in the championship game. So they're throwing different sort of things out there, but this would be a whole different wrench in this ever-changing system to get you to those 12 teams at the end of the playoff there.
Yeah, I think this is sort of a proactive move. Well, reactive and proactive. So he's reacting to Rhett Lashley saying, why are we even playing in this championship game? We're locked into the playoff right now, and if Clemson goes and blows the doors off us, which, looked like it might happen for a minute there, SMU was able to rally, might have saved their playoff berth, right, by rallying towards the end. But let's go back and say Clemson blows out SMU in the championship game. SMU doesn't make that rally. Does Alabama get that spot over SMU and ACC only has 1 team? That's not a good situation if you're the ACC commissioner. So especially when you consider SMU did not perform well in the playoff. Clemson did okay offensively, certainly. So you didn't, do great as a conference in this first tournament. So people might be looking at you and saying, ACC, should we even let in 2 teams? So when I look at all this, I think it's, yes, he's trying to preserve the championship game and make sure there's integrity to it, and it's a competitive game or series of games. But I also think he's trying to eye, how can we make sure we're getting 2 teams every year? Because if we're only getting 1 team, we're like the Big 12. Or Mountain West or whatever it is. So
you're not, because we understand that the ACC is not on the level of the SEC Big 10, but you still want to be able to, if you're Phillips, differentiate yourselves from these other conferences.
No question. And again, the hypothetical, let's just say SMU got blown out and did not have that comeback. I mean, it could have easily been Alabama. Now, did Alabama deserve to be in there? I mean, we saw them play in the postseason. They didn't look particularly good. So I don't know if it would have made too much of a difference. Certainly they're more talented than SMU. SMU had a bad day, a lot of turnovers, which uncharacteristic. Some of that credit goes to Penn State and having a ferocious defense. Of course, the elements playing in that extremely cold, loud environment didn't help from an SMU standpoint. But I think that's the nightmare scenario is, man, if these guys didn't come back in this game, we would have had 1 team with Clemson after all we've done to try to promote the other teams in this conference.